I have a bunch of requests on that page that I was talking about, but instead of drawing any of those requests like I probably should be doing, I'm doing this again. But this time, I don't know the people as well. I had the comfort of at least knowing who the people I was sending stuff to were. This time I don't get that luxury. Anyway, I've already spent longer than I would like to admit trying to figure out what I should say in this intro, so I'm just going to go on to the speed paints now. Alright, and first off today, this is Korra by Selkie Seal. I forgot to record this one initially, that's why it's already half done with the sketch. My sketches are awful, I must say. I just go straight to line art after doing them. I don't know why I do this, it's just such a thing, I don't know. Also, I don't think I'm very good at drawing this body type. This is probably I wouldn't say it's my first time trying, but it's definitely like before 10 or 5, I don't know. It's not a very high number anyway. Yeah, the problem was I was just going way too fast with it. Instead of planning everything out, I went straight into doing clothing folds and then trying to get the shapes, and I hadn't even drawn the face yet, and then the face I was going too fast with, and it looks like staring into its soul, or it's staring into your soul for that matter, and the hair went well though, but that doesn't count because I actually planned that out in the sketch. That was the one thing I planned out. Except for that bow and the ponytail there, I didn't plan that out, and guess what? It didn't go well. Oh. And then I flipped the canvas to see everything. I don't like flipping the canvas, but I've started doing it against my own will. I don't know how I can use my free will to do something against my will, but I did that. And then I did a background because we're doing those now. See, my method for drawing backgrounds is very simple. I just put some stuff down and it's there, and then I blur it maybe sometimes if I feel like it. I use the grass tool for the trees as well. I also use the grass tool for grass, and I don't know what that big clump in the middle of the screen is. Did I not think to get rid of that? Anyway, on the traits of this, which I probably should have read before drawing this, it says she's 12. She looks about 30 in this drawing. Why did I put pupils in those eyes? No, why did I do that? Yeah, now you can see me going and fixing the face. It looks plausible now. It looks like a face. The hair went well. Again, shading hair is fun. It always is. And now for like the last quarter of this speed paint, I get to talk about something that went well, and that is the coloring. On the original pictures, they used pretty muted colors, which I tried to replicate in this, and I sort of did that, so I'll give myself credit for that. I didn't go too overboard with the shading like I normally do either. Like, I use colors that make sense instead of the really bright or the really dark. So looking at the final product, this one is pretty decent. I do like the hair on this one. I think that's where I get the most points, but most of it is pretty good, I would say, yeah. So I don't really have much to say on this one, to be honest. It's I like this character design. It was fun to draw, and when I sent it to them, they quite liked it. So of course I didn't get the live reaction, but that's because of me. They did put it on their page though, so I count that as a win. Also, for anybody wondering, this drawing took 50 minutes. Anyway, this one is Ayla by Ray Laxadude. This one went a lot better than the last one. Like, pose is way more interesting. I did hands on this one, but I still didn't plan very much out, and that was a mistake. But yeah, look at me go. I actually am working, and there's a lot of cloth stuff on this one. That's why I picked it. I like drawing wavy cloth things. I mean, just look at my persona. He's like 90% cloth, but the face on this one also went better than last time. I did the hair on a separate layer. I do that most times because hair is just a whole thing, and I want to be able to erase what's under it without getting rid of like a million lines of hair, because there's just a lot of it. Yeah, I really don't know what changed, because I drew both of these in the same day for some reason. So I really have no idea. There's all sorts of details on this one as well. Like, I don't know if I would say it's a more complicated character design, but yeah, I really don't know what changed, because I drew both of these in the same day for some reason. So I really have no idea. There's all sorts of details on this one as well. Like, I don't know if I would say it's a more complicated character design, but it feels like that. There's more to say about it, and background isn't as extravagant because again I drew both of these in the one day and I'm lazy. You know what's funny? After ages of me doing this, I still have no idea how to get the bucket tool to fill in what I wanted to. I always leave out some random line somewhere. I'm pretty good at finding it though most of the time. Other than that, it tends to just be I'm targeting the wrong layer and I don't even notice. But this one I went back to my more high contrast shading that I normally do, except I did try to do different colors in different places, but then I completely forgot about that after shading in the hair, and then I didn't do it for the rest of the drawing, so well done me. And yeah, I still don't know how to bucket when I'm shading, apparently. And I did all the darks before doing all the lights. Like, normally I do them both similar times. Like, I'll do one on one part and then do the lights in that same part. And it does turn out significantly better when I do it like that. Also, those shoes are really cool. I want those. I wouldn't wear them, but I want them. So here's the final product. I think it turned out pretty good. It's amazing what happens when you blur the background and add some glowy effects behind the character. It seems to make everything look better than it did. Anyway, she seemed to like it. I don't think she would have been expecting it because we've only interacted like once, but she gave fan art to me, so this is payback. Also, for time, this also took 50 minutes, which is weird, but it did take that much time. Alright, last and certainly not least, this is 7 by Silent Pilgrimage. I chose this one for all the bits and pieces on it. There's no other reason. I just wanted to draw a bunch of accessories, and this one had a lot of accessories. So everything was very good. I can't draw hands still, that's another thing. And this one, I did not get the proportions right. I didn't even notice they were wrong until way after. I think the drawing itself turned out good. It's just not as accurate with anything, but you know what? We'll just say it's like some other alternate timeline where something else happened and they're incredibly buff now. That's what it is, yeah. This was a really fun one to end on because of how detailed the design was. This took the same length as both of them combined, which is insane. I mean, given that the other two didn't take very long, I guess it's not that insane, but still, nearly 2 hours for something that I drew. I don't take that long. I don't know why, I just forget about all the stuff and I just draw stuff. I'm not sure where I was going with that sentence, but this was a very fun one. That necklace took me absolutely ages for some reason. I don't know why. Then also writing on a what you may call it. Actually, what do you call that? I don't know what you call it. It's like a weird jacket, but not a jacket. It's like a jacket t-shirt kind of thing. But yeah. Also, I drew them in a dark alleyway with neon lights because that seemed fun. I mean, it's a futuristic setting, like I think cyberpunk, so what's more cyberpunky than a dark alleyway with neon lights somewhere in the background? Also, I'm so glad that I drew those fishnets on the arms on a separate layer. I made that mistake once. I don't know if it was for a video or not, but it made coloring really painful because I had to go in through every individual square instead of just filling it all in. But when it was on the separate layer, it just let me do all of it at once. So yeah, I'm glad I remembered that. Also, that part that separates the top and the bottom of the jacket thing, I'm not sure if that was supposed to be a belt or not. I had it filled in like it was just like a gap between the two and it was skin underneath, but it could have been a belt. I'm not entirely sure. Either way, this was really fun to draw. It's amazing what happens when I have a lot to talk about because I drew so much in a really detailed design. These takes go so much better, I'm telling you. So here's the final product. I'm just going to come out and say it. This one is my favorite by far. Just so much into it and it was so fun to draw. I'm just going to put that out there. But anyway, I actually did get a live reaction for this one. I definitely could have with the other ones with how quickly they responded, but at the same time, it's something I definitely need to practice. Okay, this happens every time, but I put this out 11 minutes ago, and if we look at the notifications, they've already seen it. How does this keep happening? It's happened all 3 times. But yeah, you get my live reaction to the comments this time. That's nice. Okay, she likes it. Okay, this is the problem with my live reactions. They're actually really boring. Right. Nice. Anyway, remember what I said about the proportions being off? This was when I figured that out. Right, so there was another comment and I didn't even notice that I did that. Oh dear. So there we go, that's the last of them. I did 3 again this time because I couldn't figure out which one I wanted to do for a 4th one, and 3's a nice round number. I think maybe 4's a nicer number, or 5, but I couldn't find 4 or 5. I mean, I could have if I searched harder, but I didn't want to. Okay, so I get pretty rambly here, so if you want to just see the bloopers, go skip to this timestamp, and if you don't, I will hopefully see you in the next one. Anyway, look at me, I got a new animated PNG tuber because I'm too lazy to edit stuff. And CapCut removed my favorite animation for transitioning between them. I had to use a different one, the last one. And speaking of the last one, I didn't put any bloopers in it. This one has bloopers, yeah. Also, 2 in 2 weeks, I did that. We didn't wait a month this time. Anyway, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and also please do leave a comment. I love reading them. It was very entertaining on the last one of this type. Anyway, this outro's getting quite long, so I'm sure you just want to hear me scream now, so here's the bloopers. I know. I should probably get onto the speed paint, shouldn't I? I mean, intros are not my thing, or outros, or middle of the video. But I'm not doing that because I want to do this again, because the last one got views. I should not say that. But the difference being this time is that I can't speak, apparently. I'm defaulting to some very basic phrases here. Oh, I need to stop talking so I can actually start yapping. But I'm already yapping. Let me yap. I'm having fun. Okay, I need to stop. No, why is this funny? Nothing's even happening. You know what? I think we start again. Just throw that on the bloopers. Half the video's runtime, which is me doing this. I think if I planned that out better, I think I might have. What does white mean? I mean, white's a color, but like, what does white mean in the spelling of might, but with a W? I don't know. Oh, that's awful. That's an awful thing. You didn't just watch a speed paint of me making this. No, this is the first time you're ever seeing this picture. Why is this recording so difficult? I don't know. All I'm doing is talking about a picture that I already talked about. I can say things. This is supposed to be a conclusion. Conclusions are the easy bits. After several units of time. Okay, I've invented a whole new language trying to do that take, especially in the places that I added them. This is your reminder to drink water. I didn't, and now I'm paying the price. Anyway, remember what I was talking about with... There is no way. Oh, oh no.